However, there's only 3 of us. You're welcome to join us. But there's only 3 of us, so if there's a big tournament happening that weekend, then we're probably going to forego Friday night, just so we can have a night of our own, and then we'll do the coverage over the weekend. So next week we've got the JO Tour having their finale here. We're not going to cover Friday. We're going to cover the Saturday and Sunday for the JO Tour. And that should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted there with the little data entry.
To be clear, the JO Tour is a Jerry Olivier Tour. That's a women's tour, and their finale is next week. After that, we'll be back for the 8-ball tournament here at Skinny Bob's, and that'll be in December after Wyatt here gets married.
That's right.
So we got Sajal now, and
sure who he's matching up against here. They haven't made an announcement that I heard. But I see Eric Isanena here with his cues.
Yeah, it looks like it could be Eric Isanena.
Oh, this would be a great matchup. Yeah. I think Eric Isanena comes in with a Fargo of 726.
Yep. And Sajal is
649.
649. But I think this is a winner's side match. It'd be really weird if...
I think it is. Yeah. Isanena handed Justin his first loss. I'm not sure he's played since.
That wasn't the right numbers there.
All right, so opening odds here. About 3-1 to Isanena.
Sorry, guys. Just to be clear, this is a weekly tournament, so they're throwing matches out on the head table whenever it opens up, and they don't always announce it. So we're sort of playing catch up, and we'll do our best to get the names up, to get the Fargo ratings up, to get the odds up, and give you guys as much information as possible. However, going forward, when the bigger tournaments happen on the weekends, we'll have a lot more information in front of us, and so we'll be able to get ahead of it before that first break happens.
Sure.
I feel like doing the intro again. We got a new match. I want to see the intro.
We'll wait for this shot here, and then I'll kick it over for you.
Yeah, back to the that was an interesting conversation, the Mosconi Cup selections. Mike DeShane, he's an interesting player. He's been on the team in the past.
Yeah.
But not for quite a while. I mean, close to 10 years, right?
No, he's I think he's semi-retired. I think he plays locally. Like I'm sure he'll show up at like Turning Stone because that's sort of in his backyard.
Sure.
And he's still playing in the Ocean State Championship.
Okay.
But he's not traveling the country anymore, and it's a shame because he's one of the top 5 pool players in the United States, and he can match up with just about anybody in the world. He is an amazing talent.
Yeah, I'm hesitant to put it out there, but I have heard that some of this is due to tournament restrictions imposed by his sponsors.
Really? I didn't know anything about that.
I heard that one of his sponsors, I'm not sure who it is, so I don't want to just take a stab at it, is not comfortable with him putting on a Predator jersey.
Huh. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe what we'll do is we'll give Mike DeShane a call one day, and we'll interview him on this stream, and we'll ask him those tough questions.
Good.
Like, why aren't you playing in the United States of America? Defend our freedom. It's a real shame. I mean, like, Europe is just so talented. Jason Shaw is one of the best pool players I think I've ever seen in person.
Mm-hmm.
And, I know that we can bring more to the Mosconi Cup. It'd be nice to bring more.
Sure.
But
so I'll admit, that I haven't watched a whole lot of regular pool, especially like American pool players, but I do watch a lot of snooker, and I did see Judd Trump playing a lot of pool lately. Is that something that's
That
going
was
on?
interesting. That is a good topic. He came across the pond to play the 9-ball U.S. Open, and he became the most talked about player in the field, despite the fact that he had no chance to really compete in the tournament. It was interesting to see. He got Sajal with a really. Oh, how'd he hit that? What a shot!
Go ahead and
Can
have
we-
that replay going.
Yeah, can we see the replay, please?
Yeah,
Let's keep
yeah.
that queued up.
It's the kick of the day.
Got Sajal with a really. Oh, how'd he hit that?
What a beautiful shot.
And look at the payoff. If he could drain this combo, I mean, that's
This is a
the
very
exact
challenging
payoff you want.
combination.
It
though.
is. It is.
I'm looking at it from the chair, and I can tell you right now, it's a very thin cut. The monitor does not do it justice.
Is there a two-way element here? Can he get that 3 safe if he misses the combo?
I don't think so, because I think that
Yeah.
either the 7 or the 9 is going to keep the 3
Right.
ball nearby.
Right.
It's probably going to be selling out if he doesn't make this.
What a
nice
shot.
Beautiful
Great.
shot.
That's a
Wow.
beautiful way to close that rack
That
out.
is Sajal from Nepal.
That's great. I mean, and the shot to set it all up,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Got Sajal with a really. Oh, how'd he hit that?
Phenomenal shot there. So now we have Eric Asenena. And for those of you who don't know who Eric is, and it's kind of funny because there are people in this room who don't know who Eric is, and they really should. He's a very nice guy,
Yeah.
and he's also an excellent pool player. He's from the San Antonio area. He was living in Las Vegas for the past couple of years, and now he's been back in Texas basically since the Texas Open, and he's been traveling around the state with his girlfriend Millie.
Yep.
I think they were in Houston just recently, and they're back in Austin now.
They do travel. I think the first time I met Eric, you and I went on a little road trip to
San Antonio.
San Antonio to play a little tournament down there.
Yep, that's where we
Got
met
a
him.
chance to warm up with him, and then he snapped the tournament off.
Yeah. I think I took 5th.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt really good that day too. I felt like a champion. I didn't realize that there were actual champions
Right.
there though. Yeah, Charlie says he was really surprised that Bergman and Thorpe were skipped over. Thorpe in particular, but
I forgot about that. Yeah,
I think Thorpe was mostly political.
I do. I agree with that. Yep.
Yeah, I think it was because of that blow up he had on a stream,
Yeah.
and he said some unfortunate things, which resulted in him losing his sponsorship with Q-Tech.
That's right.
And I don't know the details of his sponsorship with Q-Tech, so I have no idea how much that cost him.
It'll be an interesting dynamic to see because Sky was so close with both Billy and Justin, and now he's there. I mean, he's the most senior. He's the second most senior in terms of Moscone experience to Shane. What I don't know how many Earl has played, but they were so long ago. I'm not going to count those at the
we
moment.
can find out actually.
I mean, Sky is kind of out there on a little bit of an island, I feel like, in this field.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more experience than Tyler or Chris. It's an interesting team they've constructed.
So Earl Strickland has played on the Moscone Cup 14 times.
14 times.
Yep. And that is tied with Shane Van Boning for second most. Johnny Archer has played in it the most times. Corey Doole is after that at 11. Rodney Morris at 10. Jeremy Jones at 7. Sky Woodward at 6.
Wow.
And we've got Tyler Steyer. This would be his third appearance. And Chris Reinhold, apologize.
Right.
This would be his second appearance.
Mm-hmm. I really like bringing Tyler Steyer back. He contributed a ton in his 2 appearances. I don't remember if they won both or won one and lost one, but he contributed to both efforts.
Hey, I got my ass handed to me. I was on TV.
Yeah. Sorry, one of the players just came up and asked about
So does it add 10 pounds like they say?
No, you looked great doing it.
Yeah, you look great.
Good, yeah.
It didn't add 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Quick, distract him. Show him the intro. Kyle, distract him. Show him the intro. Show him the intro. Just distract everybody. There you go. See?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Close enough. Hey. Hey, the fat guy.
Robin Hall over here in the booth.
We've got Robin with us now. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I really like. I was saying, I really like the bringing Steyer back.
What's heavy I got?
Yeah, Tyler has an amazing presence
He does.
when he's I mean, you don't really see it at the Moscone Cup because there's so much going on, but when you see him at the Texas Open, he has a presence in the room.
Sure.
He thinks of himself as one of the best players in the world, and that level of confidence is probably going to take him a long way.
And I got to talk to him quite a bit when he was here for the Texas Open. He's a really nice guy, and his dedication to the game is just unquestionable.
Yeah.
He had just gotten eliminated from the 9-ball tournament, and he immediately started practicing his 10-ball break. And he practiced nothing but his 10-ball break for hours on the table behind him.
Really?
And he asked him about it, and he said, I forget the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, it's one thing to do it when you're practicing, but you got to build that muscle memory so you can do it when everything is on the line. And so his mindset is absolutely he spends every moment dedicated to the game preparing for the biggest moments on the biggest stages.
Yeah.
And Moscone is a step to that, and he's only 25, I think. He's young, and to have that level of talent and success, he's got
dedication.
dedication. He's got one big tournament under his belt. He won the Kremlin Cup, I believe, if I remember correctly. Anyway.
Yeah, so I think to answer the question that James presented, I think we agree with most of the team, except for Earl Strickland.
Sure.
I
do wish they would open this up to North America. I think getting John Mora and Alex Pagaline would make
that might even things out a little bit. You're absolutely right.
Compelling matchup.
And there's always great players coming out of Mexico.
And any excuse to watch Alex Pagaline play in an atmosphere like the Moscone Cup with the crowd interaction and everything, you're never going to regret
so much fun.
Yeah. But I understand you got to stand on ceremony and keep it one country versus a continent, though.
So we got Sajal at the table still, and Sajal's still up 1-0 against Eric.
Yeah, I was just asking. I don't know if I missed a game or not during all that.
I can find out.
I only see one bead moved.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're still 1-0 to draw.
Wait, were you able to verify the score? Because I think I only see one bead.
I only see one bead.
Okay, good.
I think they've had a bit of a defensive battle here. The draw was putting some great strokes on these balls. It's really tough position and tough pocketing.
Yeah, he should be all dressed up at this point.
Yep.
And Sajal's actually one of the more popular players here. Like, everybody loves him.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you meet him, you understand why. Yeah.
He's the coolest guy in the room.
That's right. Yeah.
He's got the best hair.
The best shoes, too. I don't know if you can see the shoes. A little subdued today, but he's always got great shoes.
Cut to shoe cam.
Hey, he's a very good pool player. I've gone back and forth with Sajal. I think he got me the last time when we were at the Big Time Classic. I think. No. I think it was in Dallas. I can't remember. I think it was in Dallas.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, no, I played him in Dallas at Rusty's. That was the last time I played.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think his game's changed since he got to Austin? I know we saw him pretty early on once he got here, I think.
I think it's just gotten a little bit like just more precise. Like he's always been a good pocketer.
Yeah.
He's always moved the cue ball well. He's just not getting into trouble as much. And you know, it's showing. Although right now he's a little bit longer than he should be.
Sure.
But I expect him to make it. Shouldn't have a problem here. Although when you're playing Eric Aseneta, it adds a little bit of pressure to shots like this. There it is.
It's true.
So he's going to put Sajal up 2-0. Oh wait, yeah, okay.
So
this is the moment where the odds now flip.
we flipped. We got Sajal as the statistical favorite here.
Yeah. But you know what though? I'll tell you something. I've been in this situation before, and it never feels that way.
Yeah, I think we've all. I think you and I have seen
Yeah.
Isanena run more than 3 packs.
Yeah. No, you go up against a player like Eric, even if you win the first couple of games, you just know in the back of your head that like this could turn around in a heartbeat.
I will say Sajal is happy to have this break, though. You know,
Yeah.
I think he's thinking breaking one here. He does not want to turn the table back over if we can avoid it.
Hell no. And when you're using the magic rack, you know, you can really dial in on making a ball on the break and playing position. You know, it's definitely it definitely favors the breaker immensely. Charlie Campbell agrees with you. He thinks it should be North America. Europe gets a continent. Why don't we?
Yep. Yeah.
Well, if I'm going to get a continent, I want to pick Asia. I'm just kidding.
A World Cup, a true World Cup of pool would be really interesting.
It would be nice if this format was drawn out and that there were teams from other regions.
It would be the longest tournament on earth, though. I mean, it would. I mean, we have the World Cup of pool, but it's only 2 players per country.
Make it a monthly thing or a semi-monthly thing, something like that. Like I would love to see an Asian team, and I'd love to see a Middle Eastern team.
Oh yeah, I mean, take the top 5, you know, Chinese or I forget the Copen Yi and his brother, the absolute machines.
Yeah, and that's just the beginning. I mean, not even talking about the Philippines.
And Kunlin Wu, the guy that knocked me out of the Texas Open.
Just so many good players out there. It'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, Middle Eastern team. Maybe get Omar Al Shaheen to lead the way there.
Oh man.
I mean, that guy's an amazing talent.
Yep.
I don't know of any South American players, but you could theoretically have, you know, a team for every region, and it'd still be a bit of a pick 'em.
Sorry to interrupt here. Jude, did you happen to post this on the Facebook page?
Oh,
the link?
I did not. Our Facebook page?
Yeah, the Draw Nation Facebook page.
That would make sense. Yeah, guys, if you
rookie mistake.
Well, I was being asked about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I think we have a Facebook page with it on there." It wasn't there.
Baseball.
Okay, here I'm going to be posting it right now, and
It's unfortunate when you ask the only person at the table who doesn't really use Facebook to try to figure it out. I'm like, oh man, I hope so. I don't know.
Is there any way for us to post? Or you know what? I'll just do it this way.
You should just be able to post a link to the video or the stream itself.
Can we do that?
Yeah, you should. If once you have the stream up, you could just copy the URL at the top and
Yeah.
then paste that into Facebook, and it should load in as
Oh no, I've already done that. I just wanted to share our. We do have a Facebook page. It's called Draw Nation, Draw Nation 512. And what I'll do is I'll add it in the comments, and Pool is Not Dead, which is where I think a lot of you guys are joining us from. By all means, like our page.
2-rail kick behind the
subscribe.
tee ball. This is a tough shot, but he'll get a payoff if he hits it true. Oh. I'm surprised by that. I thought he wanted to hit the 2 full. Maybe he was trying to thin it and send the cue ball up table, but
why does it feel like I've missed a game again? Has it just been defensive right off the
it
bat?
has. Yeah,
Wow.
I think Sajal was maybe hooked off the break.
We're getting comments on Facebook though.
Good.
Oops, I just commented the same thing twice.
I'll add you on Facebook. I'll send you.
Yeah, we need to get some cards or some kind of placard printed out.
Yeah, we definitely need to do something like that.
1400.
Nice shot.
Okay, so Eric just won a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to change things a little bit. So right now, with this being 2-1 Sajal's favor, it's now a coin flip. So Sajal's odds drop to 48%, and Eric's at 52%.
Wow.
Kind of amazing how it swings like that. So I mean, they're short races, so it's not that amazing,
Right.
I guess. But it is interesting how like just one game can make such a big difference.
Yep.
It's surprising to me to see, the big gulf that people have with, just 100 Fargo between them.
So remind me,
starting
Jude,
out.
100 Fargo signifies if you 2 players with a 100 Fargo gap, the higher Fargo is expected to win
Double
by
the score.
a count of 2-1, right?
Yes,
Wow.
So a race to 10 or 9 would be a
you're supposed to win about
9 to
10-5.
5 or 9 to 4.
A race to 10, 100-point
10-5,
difference in
yeah.
Fargo would be, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I've mentioned this to you, Jude. I think Fargo has a big problem on their hands with the inflation of the points. I don't know how much we want to get into this here, but but
Well, that'd be an interesting conversation to have with Mike Page. You know?
yeah, I think
I-
and I'm not saying that it's nothing he can't adapt to,
Yeah.
but it just seems like because we've witnessed it in BCA leagues and things. We've seen players jump in with 475 Fargos that shoot in the 300s.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what's happening
it's
is they're
currency.
just immediately dumping in that extra 125 or 150 Fargo points into the system
Yeah.
to
but,
players like us, and then we come here to Skinny Bobs and dump them on guys like Eric Isanena.
well, but that's happening all over the place.
Mhm.
That's one thing.
Yep.
And also, we're not privy to exactly what the algorithm looks like. For all we know, when robustness is very low, that Fargo currency that they're given from the onset may not have as much value as we think it does.
Possible. That's
Yeah.
possible. Yeah.
So some of what I'm saying is that, what we should do once we have like enough followers, enough subscribers, and I can email Mike Page and say, hey, let's bring you on to the show. And we'll ask you a bunch of questions, and you'll defend yourself like you do every day on Facebook. With all the people out there complaining about how Fargo's, always wrong. I think Fargo's usually very right. I think it's usually incredibly accurate.
I agree that once you get robustness in, I think it's very
Yeah.
accurate. But the problem is that the absolute numbers are going to start to mean less. Like you look at, Eric Isanena is a 725.
Yeah.
A year from now, he could be at 800. And someone's gonna have to find a way to cut off that inflation on it. But
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We're getting a little jump shot here.
it was hard to come up with a great outcome from this. Well, unless you're Sajal, apparently. That was fantastic.
Just one more time.
That was a fantastic shot. It's hard to come up with a great outcome from this. Well, unless you're Sajal.
Okay.
Sajal coming with some shots in this match. Highlight reel.
Well, this is, I think, I mean, it's hard to see exactly what kind of angle he has on that three ball, but this looks like it's the key shot of the rack after this. I mean, after, of course, that amazing jump shot.
Right.
But if he can get good on the 4, so yeah, he just cinched the shot. So now he's going to bring it with the 4. These are diamond tables, you know. These are 4.5-inch pockets, and you know, last I checked, 4.5 inches is not exactly a bucket, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's average though.
It's becoming the average.
That's my own little joke.
When I first started playing pool, no, seriously, when I first started playing pool, we were all on Brunswicks, and the Brunswick Gold Crown came with a 5-inch pocket. You know, these 4.5-inch pockets, that's a great shot by Sajal.
Wow.
These 4.5-inch pockets are tighter than what I was used to. You know, when I was during my
what were you shooting
days.
on at Amsterdam in New York?
You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. 5.25-inch pockets.
Kidding? Really?
Wow.
I'm not kidding. And that's honestly the equipment preferred by straight pool players.
Well, sure.
You know,
oh my
straight
God.
pool players like big pockets. They like to be able to cheat the pocket a bit so they can create angles. It's 9-ball players and especially one pocket players that want the pockets tightened up. They want to keep things, you know, tough. But in straight pool,
that's a lot. Jeez.
Straight pool, it's about breaking balls out. It's about getting position. You know,
I mean, there's no such thing as a straight shot if you got a 5.25-inch pocket. It seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, you can cheat. You can make yourself an angle on most shots.
Well, you know what? For my bachelor party, we'll go to New York, and you know, you can hang out at Amsterdam Billiards, and you can see what it's like. And I can tell you right now, I mean, like, it's as easy as it sounds. It's not. It's just different. It's just different. But it does change how you would approach that shot that Sajal just made.
Yeah.
You know, on that, what was it, the 4 ball? Yeah. Wow. So Sajal is going to go up now 3-1.
Okay, so at this point they play to how many games?
They're playing a 4.
4 now.
Yeah, this is the winner's
Yeah.
race.
Okay.
So Sajal's taken now 75.5% to 24.5% edge. So he's now a 3-1 favorite just by winning that game. Of course, if he wins this next game, then he is
100%.
He's as favorite as you can be. Yeah. Certainly going to be my favorite. That's my favorite
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm also getting a lot of comments on Facebook, so I'm trying to keep track of what's going on.
Let's hear them.
It's mostly about like feedback on how things look.
Okay.
Stacy says we should get a QR code. Stacy wants a QR code for everything.
I agree. They are sweet.
For those of you who are watching, Stacy is my fiance, so I get to make fun of her
For now.
for now. Yeah, she's making fun of me because back in Jude's day, the pockets were 7 inches. Gonna give me a hard time. Yeah, I got a birthday coming up. Kyle, do you know how old I am?
I've heard rumor, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a big birthday coming up in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. To give you an idea, I'm getting mail now from AARP.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Gonna start eating dinner at 4:30 in the afternoon.
That's about right.
I'll tell you what, I eat dinner at 5 o'clock a lot. And I'm 33.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sajal comes up dry, but he doesn't leave Eric a whole lot. And Eric might be able to make this one. Can he make it?
The way he gotten down on the
Looks like
shot,
he
I think
make
he
it,
can.
yeah. Yes, he can.
Straight shot.
But I think he's on the wrong side of the table.
Definitely is.
I mean, Eric's the kind of player. I mean, he's so talented that he's probably going to be able to come up with something to get on that.
What
three.
options do you see here?
I might follow. I think he's going to play safe. I might follow and go 3 rails if I feel like I can do that.
Yeah.
You know, miss the 8 ball.
No, he doesn't look like he's thinking that. Right?
You know, I think he's going to play safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
no.
crossbang.
Nice shot.
That was beautiful.
I mean, you know, if you like perfect.
You're into that kind of thing.
Okay, I mean, he's not perfect, but he's going to make this 3 ball. He's going to run into the 5. How he gets position on the 4 is not anybody's guess, but like it's going to be left up in the air a little bit. But he should have something he can work with.
Do you expect him to run into the 5 on this?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Unless he banks the 3, but I think he's just going to play the 3 in the top right corner.
Okay, yeah, he's
He's going to run into the 5, pushing toward the rail,
English to get
just like that. Yeah.
nicely done.
Now he's in great shape. So he's got a little bit of an angle, so he still has to like play position for the 5 so that he doesn't get hooked behind the 7. He can follow. You know, he doesn't have to do a whole lot. And he's going to lean on his talent, you know, as they put it. Or he can do that.
Yep.
That works too. That works great. Now he's shooting with some pace now. I think he likes where he is. Now all he has to do is make the 6 and draw back a little bit, give himself that good angle on the 7. Just like that. Just like perfect. Yeah, I think he's a little bit steep on this, but I think he's going to be fine. Now look at this. Look at this speed. How perfect is that?
Excellent. Excellent run out. Especially
So
after this shot set.
now it's 3-2. We got Sajal still on the hill, and the odds have changed a little bit, 61% to 39%. Now that last shot on the 8, did you hit the replay button on that one? That last shot on the 8, those are the little things that, like, you know, really good players do really well. And like the angle that he came up, like there was zero chance that that anything funny was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had that perfect speed on it.
Wait, did I put these in the right order there? Okay, yeah. For a second. Sorry, I was getting confused about where I was typing everything.
So now we got Eric breaking, and Eric's going to need 2 to win this. Suddenly, this is look at that break.
Gets rewarded. He's a bit funny.
It's a little bit funny, yeah. He's got a 2-3 that are not positioned very, very nicely.
Yeah.
And the 4 ball and the 6 ball.
Do you think he can get the cue ball back kind of where it is now and play the 2 in the same pocket?
I might run into it. I might run into the 3, but
really,
yeah. I mean,
I think he's playing inside here.
Or play safe. Well, there you go. That's why Eric's Fargo rating is 75 points higher than mine.
Yeah,
Have someone else do the
that
tricky
was a
stuff for you.
creative shot. I never would have
Yeah.
thought to hit
That
that.
was really nice.
Yeah.
So this is a, I mean, this is a fat ball to hit, but unless you hit it full in the face, there's a real good chance that you're not going to leave them hooked. Of course, the jaw may also jump. I mean, I
Right.
can't
I
rule
was going
that
to
out
ask,
either.
are you kicking at this, or are you just automatically going for your jump cue?
I might kick at it, yeah, because it's so close to that. It's a good distance from the rail. So the two rail kick is very fat.
Are you trying to hit this one rail or come up behind it?
Two.
That's a second. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do personally.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I mean,
And
he hit it
gonna
thinner than I think he would have liked, or I would have liked, but he came away with it like, didn't leave a whole lot. Definitely didn't sell out. This is interesting here. You know what Eric could do? He could possibly use the 4-ball, like cut it.
he was
Wrong.
going for it.
I think he was going for it. Yeah, yeah. It's a tricky shot. And that's what makes defense like so much fun, and how it can be underappreciated, because you really do have to be creative in a lot of situations, and that was a good example of that. I was thinking that he could clip off of the 6-ball and create a bit more angle and get behind the 4. He thought he could do it without disturbing any additional balls, and it's smart. Now we got Sajal back at the table, and it looks like he's going to get
Just about perfect.
just about perfect.
It
Yeah.
looked like it was going to be a little slower than that, but it ran out.
No,
And he needed to get perfect because that floor ball's he can certainly get on it, but he's going to need good position to get there.
Yeah, if the
On
4-ball,
both of these balls to get.
he's looking at that right now,
Yeah.
and these are the this is a critical moment for like someone around Sajal's level. This is exactly like what players like him and above are going to do well. They're gonna recognize when they are in control, and they're going to do everything they can to stay in control. He's a little bit on the wrong side of the 3-ball. Like he's going to be going up table. He wants to it would have been nice if he were near straight, or at least on the other side of the 3. But I get it. Like, you got to make the ball and create a little bit of distance between the cue ball and the 3-ball. And following doesn't always work. So I think you can roll this in and use maybe some left spin and try and get a little bit closer, or just flat roll it in.
Longer bridge than oh wow.
Yeah, he did use the left spin.
Aggressive there.
Okay, so this is where I thought he would be the cusp of where he could see the 4.
I'm surprised he flirted with this at all. I mean, another inch, and this is, almost a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was lining it up, he had his hand placed a good, 1.5 short of me.
Yeah, but if he can make it, if he can throw it in, he can probably draw back and get perfect on the 6.
He can.
Oh, look at that.
No problem.
Look at that. Okay, now he's in phenomenal shape. Now it's just stay in control. Make this 6-ball. Get yourself as easy as possible on the 7. A manageable angle on the 7, I should say. Nothing fancy. Just like that. And this is a fun situation. If you don't think you can get like that near straight angle on the side pocket, you can also like play for the corner pocket assuming you can get the inside angle on the 8.
Right.
But he'll probably just play for the side. He overcooked it just a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. He wanted it medium rare, and he got it medium.
Would you try to go all the way up and down table here? Come back to it, or
Ooh.
I mean,
try to
I'm
just
just
leave it long?
I'm just parking it. Hey, look,
Yeah.
if he's got it straight enough to just park it, I'm parking it and shooting out, shooting so
Yeah.
so I have the pocket, the side pocket for my bridge hand.
Okay.
Feel the same way. The value in trying to improve your position isn't versus the risk. It's just not there. Yeah. Just make the 8, play a little bit tough. Because if you end up on the wrong side of that 9 ball, then you're just going to be kicking yourself.
Yeah.
And this is not.
That said, I think he's probably pretty disappointed to be shooting a 9 here, given where he was on the 7.
Yeah. I agree with you, but he should still manage this shot.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Okay.
Impressive win for Sajal. Yep, that was good.
Okay, guys, I think we're going to put this on pause for a few minutes, and we'll be back momentarily for our next match.